Welcome back to the show. Let's talk to Connor Campbell. He's a financial analyst at Spreadex. Morning to you, Connor.
Morning.
Let's take a look at the euro US dollar, around the 117 mark. Lots of sort of topping patterns being mentioned. Some of the bulls, you're saying this is a gentle pullback and we should be going long. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's interesting. You sort of got, alongside the sort of the other macro issues, like you've got the ECB meeting on Thursday, which I think they're expected to sort of clarify their bond buying program going into 2018. I think obviously none of it's certain, but analysts are thinking that it'll keep running till September next year, but potentially at 20 or 30 billion euros a month, which would be either a half or a third of the current 60 billion sort of a month program at the moment. And then you've got US Q3 GDP on Friday, which is expected to be 2.7% of the annualized rate against 3.1% in Q2, so not great. And then in the background, you've got sort of the issues in Spain and Catalonia. And that, again, could come to a head, come to a head, but could begin to dominate in the second half of the week, dependent on what Catalonia does, whether it is pushed into a situation where it declares independence, because obviously that will drag the euro lower. We've sort of seen daily, like each and other day, that the euro will pull back on some kind of news from Spain, and then maybe nudge ahead the next day when things go a bit quiet, and that's constantly sort of causing it to like dip upwards and downwards. Our clients seem to be buying around that 1.175 mark. I think maybe just looking for some small kind of bounce towards the end of the week off of those US GDP figures. But again, it really depends on what kind of tone the ECB strikes on Thursday, and just really how investors react to it, because it's not necessarily always the clearest thing how investors react to those kinds of meetings. And again, all of that could be blown out of the water by what happens in Spain. That's the real big question mark. You can slightly prepare for the ECB and the US GDP figures because there are precedents to compare against. But the Catalan crisis, if say Catalonia it does declare independence, then that could easily overshadow the other sort of more economically predictable things in the second half of the week.
A bit of a pickle by the sounds of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Connor, thank you very much indeed.